With the increase of Resident Evil memes, I am now making my statement. Horror games are way better than horror movies, and I stand on that. And the only key difference between the two are immersion. Like with the movie, it's like you can see it coming because you're not actively playing in it, or rather, you're not actively in it. And even if you were to place yourself in a virtual reality simulation of said movie, you'd initially be like, oh, I already know what's gonna come. Even though I'm gonna be jump scared, I already know what's gonna come. I ain't that scared of it. Whereas if you have something like horror games, you are in the footsteps of said character. Meaning, in order for you to progress, you're gonna have to play the game. You either play the game or you chicken out, which is what makes those scary scenes more scarier. This is why I love horror games instead of horror movies. Because instead of you just getting a cheap jump scare from a single movie, that scare and intensity factor inside of each game truly builds up to the jump scare as is. You're immersing yourself with the whole environment. And rather than a horror movie like thing happening in real life, you're doing something digital and virtual. Into which it's like, dang, I don't want to be scared, but at the same time, I kind of do want to see what's going to happen next. So it's not like you're forced to do it. But you know that you're going to get scared regardless if you play it. And that's why I love horror games. To be fair, I'd really love to play like horror indie games. And to be fair, I do want to play Alien Isolation too, as well as freaking Five Nights at Freddy's. I still haven't gotten to play that yet. But yeah, that's gonna be the most funny thing. Like, if a horror situation happens first before an adventure situation for me. Like, you feel what I'm saying, bro? Like, you're telling me I gotta come up against ghost monsters and everything like that. Like, oh, it's a ghost, but all of a sudden it's taking a part of a whole element. Now it's an elemental ghost creature. Now I gotta go and fight it. But wait, I have special superpowers and I can use that, but I'm still scared. You feel what I'm saying? I have the likelihood of having ghosts possess certain aspects of nature and me fighting that creature with spiritual weapons before I ever experience what I want to experience. And yet, I still want to experience it, you know? But yeah, I like games like that, though. Games that just, no matter if it's horror, adventure, or none of any of that. Not none, any. I still like to just explore, you know? If there's a good horror mobile game, then yeah, I'll play it. To be honest, I'll go and play it. But other than that, yeah. Anything that allows me to explore, I will dive right into it. To be honest though, because I'm just spitballing this right now, I don't want to say I miss when horror movies used to be scary, but if I want to be scared, I can just go to a playthrough on YouTube. Like, it's funny how if you want to be scared, you can just go to freaking YouTube instead of just going to the movie theater. Imagine how much money you wasted trying to bring up the scare factor. Like with movies, there's always a rush, or there's always a like, all right, we got to stick to the deadline. This. With games, bro, you basically taking your time to complete it. And if you're not, then it's a part of the game mechanic as well. You know, it's kind of weird how the games that I chose for myself when I was growing up were mainly zombie games. Like, yeah, you have the occasional Lego Jurassic World, Fortnite, and that other free game that was $20, but it was free with PlayStation Plus, but now it's free. Like, the true major titles that I was truly interested in was Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 8, as well as The Last of Us Part 2. I didn't get a chance to play Part 1 because, you know, I was watching the playthroughs of it. But still, that kind of shows, like, what I was kind of interested in. I ain't really pay attention to that now. It's kind of like how the creator of Ben 10 realized that he wanted to show that he wanted Alien Swarm and Alien Force to be like Stranger Things in terms of the fear factor. And I feel like I would have enjoyed it even more. Oh, I think that's a final piece. I really like horror. Like, current me now really do like, I wouldn't even say horror, but just the aspect of being scared and getting out of that situation. Like using strategy, using sneaking, just popping somebody behind their back, a zombie or whatever, and just being able to survive like that. Then you win the game too. Like, bro. Oh, it got me cheesing right now. Like, dang. I think that's what I'm kind of interested in right now. Fighting things that are scary to show that I ain't scared, even though I may be scared. which fits with my whole narrative. Like, it's okay to be scared, but just don't stay in fear. You know what? Tonight, I'ma do it. I'ma do it to myself, and I'm taking responsibility. I'ma purposefully watch a scary game playthrough because I don't watch scary movies. I watch scary game playthroughs. Achei pincel